2024. Take roll call.
Bergstrom,
Here.
Johnson,
Here.
Keeper, Tegmeyer,
Here.
Westermeyer,
Here.
Schmidt,
Here.
Brenner.
Here, we have a quorum. Next is the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, let's move ahead to item number 24C-0101. It's reports of standing committees. We have none tonight. Let's move ahead to item number 24C-0102. Citizens' comments not to exceed 15 minutes as an agenda item and not more than 3 minutes per speaker. If you wish to address the council at this time, step up to the podium, state your name and address.
Good evening, Council. Matt Carroll, 407 Meeker Street, and own the Jail Hill Inn at 319 Meeker Street. I just wanted to come up quickly and speak in favor of item 24C-0110. The public EV charging for vehicles. I see with Mark's proposal that you'd be adding more charging stations to the city, which I would say we definitely need. You have the two out here, obviously. I'm seeing people at my property that, because I put in electric vehicle charging when I did the IN project back in 2015. It's kind of a luxury amenity for my gas, so it was never intended to be used by the general public. However, the program I was part of is called Destination Charging. So I show up on all the apps and everything for people. So what happens is when these are full, or there's not a lot of signage to these either. So I'll get people up at my place because I show up on their app and on their car and everything. So it's gotten to the point now where I have to keep the system turned off. I only turn it on when I have guests that are staying. So it's actually a breaker, obviously, in the building. And I have a metal sign that says for guests only, and thank you very much. I always help people find the one at Culver's or the ones down here, adding ones to Meeker Street, parking lot down there, the ones at the new public restroom. More, I think over here will definitely help the issue that we're having. I mean, I'm getting this past weekend I had one gal, and what happens is, because at first I was like, oh, it'll help kind of expose the property to more people. They don't care what they are down to like 13 miles. So then all of a sudden their problem becomes my problem. And I definitely have helped people. And I mean, there a few weeks ago, there's somebody from Chicago. They live in Dubuque, totally died in my driveway. So they were going to have the car towed away. So, I mean, certainly you want to spread good karma. So they charge for 30 minutes. Anyway, so definitely very, very supportive of this plan. Mark and I have been in contact for several years on this topic because I brought it forward when I started seeing the need. When the governor stayed with me a couple of years ago, I cornered him about it. The problem is electric vehicle charging is certainly okay in urban areas. It's just these rural, and that's what I tell people too. It's like we're a little bit behind because we're a cute little small town here, so we don't have all the conveniences that everybody has per se. So, and unfortunately, they're not doing their homework when they drive out here. So they get out to Galena and they're like, oh, there'll be lots of charging. And then they realize, and then they're like, crap. So anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Matt. Anybody else wish to speak to the council at this time? Okay, then let's move ahead with the agenda. Public hearings, we have none tonight. Liquor Commission, we have none. Let's move right into consent agenda CA 24-6. Do I have some technical motion on consent? Now, Person Pam Bernstein.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve consent agenda CA 24-6.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Person Katie Weenan. Any discussion on any of the items under the consent agenda? All right, take roll, Mary Beth.
Johnson?
Yes.
Tegmeyer?
Yes.
Westmeyer?
Yes.
Weenan?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes, motion carries. All right, let's move ahead with unfinished business. We have none tonight. Going to new business here. It's item number 24C-0106. It's discussion and possible action on zoning calendar number 24 PDA-01. And an application by Chains and Links Incorporated to rezone part of Lot 6 of the Galena Square PUD to PUD with an underlying district of high-density residential. I have a motion on this item. Alderperson Kennedy.
I make a motion to approve zoning calendar number 24 PDA 01, an application by Chains and Links Inc. to rezone part of lot 6 of the Galena PUD to PUD with an underlying district of high density residential. Item 24C-0106. Second.
It's been seconded by Alderperson Cindy Tegmeyer. Discussion on this. We're all familiar with the land that's in question. It's down behind Galena Square off of James Street. It's been sitting there for years. This is a good thing going forward. All right, let's take if we have no more discussion, let's take a vote on that item number.
Tegmeyer?
Yes.
Westmeyer?
Yes.
Weenan?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then to item number 24C-0107. It's the first reading of an ordinance rezoning part of Lot 6 of the Galena Square PUD from PUD with an underlying district of planned commercial / automobile oriented to PUD with an underlying district of high density residential. Alderperson Jerry Westman.
I'll make a motion to approve the first reading and waive the second reading of an ordinance rezoning part of lot 6 of the Galena Square PUD from PUD with an underlying district of planned commercial automotive oriented to PUD with an underlying district of high density residential. 24C-0107.
Okay,
Second.
sorry about Pam Bernstein. Any discussion on this? According to the first part. Okay, take roll call on that ordinance.
Tegmeyer?
Yes.
Westmeyer?
Yes.
Weenan?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then to item number 24C-0108. It's discussion and possible action on zoning calendar number 24 PA-01. An application by Christine Alinger to rezone 2 parcels at 707 Gear Street from limited agricultural to low density residential. Do I have a motion on this? Alderperson Cindy Tegmeyer.
I make a motion to approve the zoning calendar number 24 PA-01, an application by Christine Alinger to rezone 2 parcels at 707 Gear Street from limited agricultural to low density residential. Item 24C-0108. Second.
Okay, we got a second by Alderperson Cindy Johnson. Any discussion on this?
It's a good idea to change
Good,
the,
good,
so-
good move on her part.
Nice to see him work on that little house.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, any other discussion? Take roll call, Mary Beth, on that.
Westmeyer?
Yes.
Weenan?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Tegmeyer?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then to item number 240109. First reading of an ordinance to rezone 2 parcels at 707 Deer Street from limited agricultural to low density residential. Motion, Alderperson Tegmeyer.
I make a motion to approve the first reading. Approve, is that how I say it? Approve the first reading of an ordinance to rezone 2 parcels at 707 Gear Street from limited agriculture to low density residential. Item 24C-0109.
Okay, did you want to wait a second? Or,
Yes,
all right.
and waive the second reading.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve this and waiving the second reading. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderperson Jerry Westermeyer. Any further discussion on this parcel? Take roll, Mary Beth.
Weenan?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Tegmeyer?
Yes.
Westmeyer?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then to item number 24C-0110. It's discussion and possible action on the purchase of electric vehicle charging stations for public parking lots. A motion on this? Alderperson Pam Bernstein.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve the purchase of electric vehicle charging stations for public parking lots, item 24C-110.
Okay, do I have a second on that?
Okay.
Seconded by Alderperson Katie Rooney. Discussion.
I have a question,
Uh,
or no?
Does it pertain to this?
Yes.
All right, so we're open for question, discussion at this time. We usually give it to the person that made the motion, but if you have a question, go ahead. You could start the discussion.
My question and or starting discussion is the way that we're paying for this coming out of the budget for 403.
Like shrinking that budget.
Yes, yes,
Um,
correct. That's my question.
in the upcoming budget, proposed budget, there's 275,000 dedicated to the restroom project.
Right.
So at this point, we would attempt to fund the 3 EV chargers at that location with that part of that 275,000. But there is still a good surplus in the parking and shuttle fund where we could draw from if it's, goes over that 275. And the parking and shuttle fund, it obtains all its revenue from the parking fees in the public lots.
All right, Alderperson Pam.
Yeah, I just want to comment. I think it's really important that we move forward on this. I mean, Mr. Carroll indicated to us that this has been a problem since 2015. And the electric vehicles are not going to go away. We're going to see more and more of them in town. So I think it's really a good project.
Alderperson Katie.
Yeah, I am fully in support of this. I think, we can't claim to be green Galena if we don't, do something like this. And a lot of the parking lots that we have get taken by groups and troops and what have you on busy holidays. And there's just supply and demand just does not exist. And I would like to even go one step further and see if, Visit Galena would contribute some of their funds that they have back to the hotels, the bigger hotels, or do a grant sponsor station downtown, I think would be an appropriate ask of them as well.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. They have more electric chargers also throughout all the parking lots. So this is a start. Any other discussion on this item?
Yeah.
Alderperson
I just
Pam.
wanted to say, I think it's great, and I think we should continue to look at available grants with the infrastructure money that is around to get even more or support what we're currently doing. And I also liked Matt's idea of increasing the signage just so that we can let people know the good that we're doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alderperson Johnson.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not against electric charging stations. I'm just trying to make sure that we have budget, for everything that we need to do. Sorry.
Terry, if we don't, we won't get paid for today's meeting.
Sorry.
No. All right, anything else? All right, let's take a vote on that item number.
Bernstein,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Keeper. Whoops. Tegmeyer,
Yes.
Westmeyer,
Yes.
Weenan,
Yes.
Brennan.
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then, item number 24C-011111. All right, discussion and possible action on resolution approving the changes to the City of Galena Personnel Policy Handbook. And Alderperson Katie.
I make a motion to approve a resolution approving changes to the City of Galena Personal Policy Handbook, item 24C-0111.
Second.
All right, it's been moved second on item number 24C-0111. Discuss the news on the first.
150, it's fabulous. I actually enjoy these things. Page 156 notes a social media coordinator. I think that was maybe Hillary's old title. I think that just needs to be updated, would be the only.
Okay, we'll look at that.
Jerry?
It's well put together and it covers everything that employees need to know.
Alderperson Sid.
I love that you added an allowance for clothing. Yeah, I think that's great.
Right. And a lot of it deals with the state laws also, we have to get that incorporated into our, but I very thorough. Anything else on the handbook? Okay, let's take a vote on that. Mary Beth?
Johnson,
Yes.
Stegmeyer,
Yes.
Westmeyer,
Yes.
Weenan,
Yes.
Bernstein,
Yes,
Brenner.
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then, item number 24C-0112, the warrants. Do I have a motion on the warrants? Something? Officer, Cindy, take that.
I mean,
Oh,
she needs to add.
I was gonna, yes,
oh,
I do need to add two, items to the warrant.
all right, then you get to make the motion.
Okay.
And you get to spend the money.
So do I first approve? No, well, how do I do that then?
Well, you want to pay the warrants
Yes.
with an addition of whatever you
Oh,
want,
okay.
whatever Mary Beth had handed you.
Then I would like to make a motion to pay the warrants with the addition of warrant to Menards in the amount of $167.98 for the police department steps.
Okay.
And then we have a reimbursement for Sydney Einsweiler for certification of lifeguard training course in the amount of $228 even.
All right, we have a motion here, with the additions to it. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Motion with the second to the warrants and with the addition of the bills that were read off. Is there any other questions on the warrants? Okay, take roll call on the warrants and,
Stegmeyer,
Yes.
Westmeyer,
Yes.
Weenan, Bernstein,
yes,
Johnson,
Yes.
Brenner.
yes, motion carries. Move ahead then to item number 24C-0113, order purchase on person, Katie Winnick.
Mark might have this report, so I apologize, I'm moving ahead, but the lights on the bridge.
Yeah, the lights are in. They're being stored in Dubuque right now, but there are these dampeners that have to go between the concrete and the light for vibration. And those are on back order until sometime around May.
Anything else?
Is it?
All right, all person, Jerry Lester.
Just that the highway's coming along nice, now you can finally see how it's gonna be when they're cutting in the hill there by Molitor's old place, up to Grunners.
All person, members.
yeah, when I looked at the warrants and saw how much we're paying for electricity right now, it occurs to me that hopefully we can find some way to cut that down. Seems to be not prohibitive, but it certainly stood out to me.
One person, Cindy Johnson.
I would just like to send thoughts and prayers out to our councilperson Jerry Kiefer on his speedy recovery.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's it, sorry.
All person, Cindy, take that.
I am excited from August until today that our new website date is going to be April 2nd. So it will be released then, yes? And if it's not, then I'll be excited again later at some other meeting, but
Yes, that's true. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's move ahead then to, one person, Cindy Johnson. No,
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, okay. Let's move ahead then. I have number 24C-0114, it's city administrative report, Mark.
Thank you. First budget work session is next Monday, April 1st. And it really is. That is not a April Fool's. In that meeting, technology willing, that will be live streamed. So for the public that can't make it, hopefully they can watch. There is progress being made on the plans for 403 South Main Street public restrooms. We still are on the schedule to go out for bid in April. And something that may interest you, Alderperson Bernstein, based on your comments, we are, at least in this initial phase, planning geothermal as well as solar on the back part of the roof.
Great.
we'll see when the bids come in where we are. And, as all the persons, Tegmeyer said, the website will be live next Tuesday, and it will be at the same address, cityofgalena.org. And I also just would want to thank Jen Schmidt, whatever she is in the back, for taking on the unenviable task of updating the personnel policy handbook. That's not fun,
No.
but well done.
Okay, thank you. So we had number 24C-0115, mayor's report. I was going to mention about next week's budget work session at 5, and also to thank Jen for the handbook and it's only administrator for handling these two cases also. So saying that, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive sessions for the items listed below it. On person TV.
Make a motion to go into executive session for items including section 2C2 collective negotiating matters and deliberations concerning salary schedules. Item section 2C11 pending probable or immediate litigation. Section 2C21 review of executive session minutes. Item 24C0116.
Okay, that was second.
Second.
Yeah, it's been moved, seconded, going into executive session. Take roll call, Mary Beth.
Tegmeyer,
Yes.
Westmeyer,
Yes.
Venus,
Yes.
Bernstein,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Runner.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you all.
Mark,